got some cattle fed and checked some grass. I think we're gonna get back to cutting again. We got a 10-day of no rain and basically 95, so it's pretty good for drying grass down. Before it gets super hot, we got a little repair to do. Got some arms here that we're gonna slap on this bean head. Right here and right here.
Is that for sure not working?
Are you able to get at that?
Yeah.
Or at least now I can. Yeah, that's the best I can do.
Yeah.
So what happened, we had a couple of these bushings go bad. Then we're gonna get to cutting. Have the AC blasting and a nice cab. Still on there good. Oh, knew I was forgetting something. Battery disconnect off. It's like a mile up in that cab. Guess after we get cutting, we'll get the baler hooked on. Stuff should dry pretty fast. While I'm cutting, Dad's gonna take this planter out, get it cleaned out. There's some low ground over there that flooded and now it's already dry, and he's gonna reseed it with some sorghum that's left over in the planter. Then we can get that thing unhooked for the year. Now we got power. We got a 3/4 tank of fuel. That should be plenty. This hay field looked pretty sad a few weeks ago. We didn't think it was worth cutting. And then we got rain on and off for about 2.5 weeks. And it did green up and grow up some. Now we think we're back out of moisture, so we're gonna cut it before it starts shrinking down and drying down out in the field. So we got 45 acres right here that we're gonna start cutting. So we cut that half a couple weeks ago. You can see there's some alfalfa in there. And it actually regrew and looks decent. We think we'll get a second cut purely because of that alfalfa. Oh man, there's some okay hay out here. There was a time where we were thinking we're gonna have to fix the fence and just graze it, because that'll be the only way we get some worth out of this field. Now we're rocking and rolling. We always start by going around the field 6 times. Gotta be an even number, so our rake can pull 2 windrows together, and 6 just seems ideal. Like, it gives us enough space to turn on the ends. 4's not enough. We got our auto steer locked in. This will be our view for the next about 2.5 hours. Traveling at about 11 miles per hour. Knives are spinning at 2300 RPM. Feels good to get some cab time. Those are decent rows right there. That'll be nice to bale. Get some hay in the yard that wasn't store-bought. work today. Tiffany's going to get some groceries, so I get to go pick up Reed today. I don't do that very often, but every time Tiffany's getting home, pulling into the yard and opens up the garage, I guess Reed's in the back going dead, excited to see me. I'm definitely in the race for favorite parent. Top 2 for sure. Boss man's here taking a look. So he's taking over, and I guess I was asked to clean out the planter and get that ready to be put away. I got me a mouthful of seeds. Got a collection of seed over here. We got some rye. That's also rye. Got some leftover corn seed, both of those. Underneath this bucket, some perennial grass seed. This is some 2-year-old corn mixed in with some dead mice. And then we got leftover beans. And now we'll start a bucket of sorghum. Doesn't take a whole lot to winterize these. We want to take the bowl out, which would get the seed out, but also if this is in there tight, it can warp the bowl. And detension the belt. Got a whole bag and a half of extra seed. What's that, like 300 bucks? So we got the meters cleaned out, we got the bulk tanks cleaned out. There's seed in this line here. You can hear it. So I got all these delivery hoses disconnected. When I fold it out and I lower it down, it'll engage the main pressure fan in the back and it'll shoot all those clean. Hook these back up so bugs don't get in there. Here's what Dad replanted. Just a week ago, this entire thing was underwater, but it soaked away. Flies were kind of bad back here, and I assume it has a little bit to deal with there being wet manure sitting on that concrete, so I scooped that all up. That's about dry already. Pretty nice pile. Dad just got started on the second cut of this grass alfalfa mix. There isn't gonna be much of it, but it's gonna be that fancy quality stuff. I mean, no stem to that grass at all. That little, it's just green leaf. And then some leafy alfalfa. That's about 1/2 to 3/4 flower right now. But today it's getting pretty warm outside, but on Friday when we go to rake and bale this, my phone's saying it's gonna be 100 degrees. 100 degrees out here, Fahrenheit of course. Celsius, we'd all be dead, so that wouldn't be good. Well, we're gonna wanna rake this alfalfa part, that grass alfalfa mix, early in the morning, because if we wait too long and we get that hot heat, we're not gonna have many leaves left. 100 degrees, it's been pretty much 95 or 90 to 95 degrees every day for the last 10 days. It's gonna be about 95 or so for the next 7 days. It's been warm. The cattle seem to actually be handling it pretty decent though. Growing up, when I was little, like on weekends, sometimes go farming with Dad. If you know anything about young kids in the cab of a tractor, they just get tired and fall asleep. Well, when you're in a cab of a tractor and you get slumped over, your head usually starts hitting the glass. So what my dad would do is try to force feed me his Coca-Cola, because there's caffeine in there and sugar, and try to help me stay awake. But something about riding around, bumping around, doing monotonous work like going back and forth. Even a Coca-Cola can't keep a young lad awake. But I have very faint memories of baling in this field with Dad and just starting to fall asleep, and then Mom's gotta come get you. But anyway, I'm reminded of that story right now because I'm getting a little sleepy. Been out here a while. I had a big lunch followed by some questionable sized slices of zucchini bread, chocolate zucchini bread. About that thick. I think I ate a whole 1.5 pounds of zucchini bread. Got 90 acres laying down. All right, I believe tomorrow morning, when it's not 95 degrees, we'll get the planter finally unhooked for the year, stick it back in that corner. We'll get that tractor on the baler. We're going to be running both balers is the plan on Friday, because that's going to be quite a few acres, and it's going to take some time to bale that up. And I guess that's the plan for the next couple days. Hope you enjoyed watching. Did some good things, got some hay cut. Love to see you next time. Have a good one. Ready to go home?
Yeah.
Okay.